Cash flow, especially I feel like this year, a lot of agencies or owners are struggling with it, dealing with it, and just having problems with it. What kind of issues have you guys faced with cash flow issues, and how do you prevent them from happening?
I think that's an interesting question because I'm very lucky to be able to say I've never had cash flow issues, but I think I made some really sensible decisions in order for that to happen, right? I hate living in fear. That's one of my things, right? If anything scares me or puts me in a position of fear, I think I immediately try to solve it. And I think cash flow is one of the biggest things that hold businesses back, because straight away the business owner lives in fear. They live in fear and be able to move on to the next month. So I guess what I basically did is I made 5 rules when I first started Rise. The first rule was go after enterprise. And the reason I did that is because I think a lot of startup agencies go after the startup brands, right? Because they're the small, nimble, teams that can go after the small, nimble brands, and you can grow together and make money. But usually those startup brands have really bad cash flow problems themselves, and they inject that into yours, and they don't pay invoices on time. Whereas the enterprise businesses, they pay their invoices on time. They have a big finance team. And that's one of the biggest things that I knew straight away is we're not going after the small people. We're going after enterprise from day one, and we can go after the scaling and, in the startups later on, because I need invoices paid on time to make sure I don't have cash flow issues. So that was rule number 1 that I went for. Rule number 2 is charge the same as the big agencies. I think too many people start up their agencies thinking go cheap and undercut. And I think that's one of the worst business decisions people can make. I think people will be listening to this thinking, no, I've done really well by undercutting the big boys, right? But it will only get you so far. It will only get you so far. There's so many business owners that I know that are trying to reverse that right now, because they're known as the cheap agency and they can't get past 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, whatever it is. So I think straight away I charge the same as the big agencies. And the reason why people came to me is because I was faster. I was more creative. I was better than them in those ways. The second one is invoice promptly. So that's simple. Get a really good finance team. And the rule is make sure you're invoicing within X amount of days and make sure it comes in. 12-month retainers only. So in year 1, I had 85% of everything we did was 12-month retainers. Very strict on that. I think a lot of business owners' problems is actually confidence problems. Confidence to say, no, it's 12 months only. Because they think, oh, well, they're going to leave. They won't. If they want you, they'll not go. They'll stay for 12 months. They'll sign a 12-month contract. And then the last one was keep 4 months running costs in the business at all times. 3 months is healthy. 3 months is really what they recommend, but I always go for 4 months. So I guess those are the 5 rules that I put in place. And as a result of that, I'm lucky to say I've never had cash flow issues. But I think it's because of some of the early decisions that I made, I guess, from day one.
If you've gotten value from this clip and you'd like to watch another like it, click here. It's one of them. Now that I know that you stayed around until the end, you're either an agency owner or work at an agency. So with that said, if you're hiring for an SEO or a paid media role and you'd like help to recruit this talent for you, like I've done for at least probably about 100 plus companies now, with an average placement period of 25 days and a 1-year satisfaction guarantee on all placements, then there's 2 links in the description below. So if you need help with hiring, either click the link and book a strategy call with me or my team. Thank you, and I hope you found value from this clip.